support. I just want to say, first of all, thank you. Thank you for showing up in your butterfly, beautiful self. Thank you for doing the work you're doing in the world. Thank you for building community, and being willing to step out of your comfort zone, even, and helping people do the same so that we can make this world a better place. And so I really appreciate your peace offering today. Thank you for being here. I'll let you introduce yourself and share all the yumminess about you. And Lizette is going to be here with us until I think 4:15. And so, just rest into listening to her wisdom, and like she said, please participate, because I know she's that kind of teacher, is the one who likes people to participate. I've gathered that from you. So thank you for that.
Yes, thank you so much, Lila, for having me. Thank you for the invitation and this delicious opportunity to guide us all into oneness, right? When Lila, when you asked me, um, when you shared with me this opportunity, it was like an immediate yes, and I did have to turn it into what is that I wanted to come through, especially with everything given, right? Um, with everything given and going on in the world, what is that is looking to transpire, and to have us, what is the calling right here? And it came very clear, from separation to oneness. And so, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Lizette Mahal, and I am a quantum leap facilitator. I play with soul embodiment, integration, uh, working with leaders, visionaries, change makers, right, into creating more impact through becoming more of who they are and creating the vision that they're called to bring in the world. So it is an honor to be here, and just a little bit about how um, we are going to play in this transmission. I call them transmissions because um, it's pretty much tapped in. I was just sitting right before hopping into this call. Um, uh, how do we want to play? How we want to go about it? And it was very clear from sources like we're gonna just drop more into the business. And just so you know, again, I love interaction. So please feel free to share whether that is you are here live or whether that is you watching the replay. I always go back to the comments and support. Um, but yeah, it's a reflection, right? You share more. What I discover is when you share more, I'm able to pull more the energy that needs to be flipped, that needs to be shifted, uh, for you to create more space within you and receive more of who you truly are. So I like to play in the quantum field, but I do it very holistically, meaning I we do tap, and when I say we, is of course it's me and all yourself, your soul, your galactic team, my galactic team, spiritual teams. Yeah, and it's a co-creation. Okay, it's a co-creation, and I we play the container. The main container is the quantum field, the realm of infinite possibilities, where all timelines, right, are present, and we include the different bodies, the different areas of your beingness, like emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual, right? So the quantum realm would be the fifth element. So that's how we're gonna go about it. And who's ready to play? Layla says yes, I love play. So if you're ready to play, say yes, I'm ready, and then we can dive in. Let's see. Okay. All right. So let me drink a little bit of water here. And all right. So I'm gonna go back to this. Yes, Maria says yes. All right. Awesome. Thank you. I want to go back to this space that I just mentioned. The quantum field is the realm of infinite possibilities, right? which means that at this moment, at this very single moment, there is a timeline or ley line for us that contains that the highest outcome for us. And there's also a timeline that contains the lowest outline for us, right? So let's start. I'm going to invite you to tap into that, okay? So breathing in. And we're going to just get more present and present. We can receive so much more when we are present. So I invite you to breathe in. Okay, and I feel like you guys are mostly present. So if you're just joining, again, breathing in. And imagine that your body is a globe, okay? And you're just, it's like getting your hand in the globe, right? Imagine that you're getting more and more your body. Another deep breath. Okay. And I want you to start to drop in more and more into your body. Some of you, your crown really open, which is fantastic. It's another state of mind. And using the crown, your crown connection, I'm going to invite you to ask to be shown the highest timeline for you, the highest timeline available right now. So just notice where you're at, what is happening, what are you seeing, what are you noticing, what are you feeling. Everyone has different ways of receiving information. So you might be seeing it, you might be feeling it, you might know, you might hear it. And some of you might have all of them, all the whole movie, okay? All the senses. So keep breathing. And keep receiving, keep noticing. And I want you to now ask, is this highest timeline, my highest timeline, in congruency with the highest timeline of the planet right now? And I'd love to hear from you. What do you receive? I'm getting that for most is a yes. I still would love to hear or see in the chat. And just to make sure, I'm gonna, yes, I see a lot of flowers around my head. Beautiful. Yes, the crowd is really wide open for you, Lila. Lila, sorry. So I see it really clear. All right, beautiful. So I'm gonna invite you all to just set intention to have this congruency, even neater, even tighter. You know, need like the pieces of the puzzle getting more ingrained. The congruency of your timeline with the highest timeline of the planet. So we start to move into this knowingness that everything that is happening is in the highest alignment and is bringing the highest outcome. Be open. And so notice what is coming up for you. Keep breathing. This is, I feel some energy moving. Okay, so this is what happens also when we're playing in the quantum realm. And this is what creates, right? We are setting and asking intentions, right? And the things that are not in alignment start to come up. So breathing in. So feel free to share. Um, feel free to share what is coming up around this, okay? As we are aligning your highest timeline with the highest timeline of the planet, just notice right away there's things that are starting to show up. So I'm going to start to read, but feel free, please, to share in the chat what is showing up. So again, we can keep moving all that resistance, all that programming, right? All right, so bring in. All right, so right away, the first thing that comes up, awesome. Lila says, I feel a commitment to growing plants to help the planet. And Maria says, letting go of an individual. Beautiful, okay. All right, beautiful, keep breathing. So yeah, okay. There's right now, like if you can feel it, there's energy moving, okay. From the chest. So just keep breathing through the chest, through your heart center. And there is this element of the mind. When I first started to have you integrate and again, getting alignment, ingrained, what I see is like getting all tight, your timeline with the highest timeline of the planet. Okay, yeah, every time that I say that, notice, be aware of what is coming, your mind comes in place, okay? So I want you to keep breathing in. As I talk, we're gonna start to release, right? So for that, please, for this release to happen, just give permission saying, I am open. I'm open to release, right? I'm open for this transformation. And you might feel it, you might not, regardless if you feel it, if you're not, it's happening for you. Most people feel it. And that might not be your case, right? So just notice, and it's just tightness. I will keep sharing, so keep breathing. So every time that I mention the highest timeline of the planet, what I'm noticing is the conscious mind is coming in. And do you wonder why? Breathing in. So in the highest timeline of the planet, okay, keep breathing. Right now, we're not quite tapping in. There's a lot that we're moving, okay? In the highest timeline of the planet, in the future, let's put it that way, there is pure peace, right? There is pure, there's oneness, there's pure love, there's happiness, there is creation. You with me? Yes? Does that make sense? And to get there, the mind thinks it knows how. And especially today, it's a very special day. Thanks, Laila, for having this genius idea, right? We have an election day. And so the mind, a lot of our minds are going like, oh, we shouldn't have this person. as a president, we should have this, right? Or vice versa, whatever everyone is at. But I want you to notice, keep breathing in, that your mind is trying to control and trying to dictate the outcome. And your mind cannot possibly know, let me repeat that. Your mind cannot possibly know all the pieces moving in the greater scheme. You with me? Okay. So yes. Okay. So I can see now you guys are starting to drop. Yes, mind cannot know all the pieces exactly. So our mind might make the story that, oh, if we get this president, this is really bad, or if we get this guy, is really bad, or we will go whatever, right? And so, but you don't know. And this is why we're aligning with the highest timeline of oneness, right? Of peace, of harmony, of love, the new world, right? So let's start. With your permission, we're going to start to dissolve. Okay. And when I say that, we're going into your subconscious, into your field with your permission. That's why it's important to say, I am open. Okay. Whether you're live on replay, it's important that you give permission for those things to dissolve from within. Okay. All this conscious control or unconscious control, the mind control, right? From the conscious mind. Now let's go even subconscious mind. Okay, let's go right there. Keep breathing in. And with that, what is coming, and please keep sharing if something shows up for you. What is coming right there is this fear that if you let go of control, right, is your mind, if your mind lets go of control of what it thinks that needs to happen to get there, there's this sense of unsafety, not feeling safe. Okay. And if this resonates, of course, just keep breathing in. So in this unsafety place, right? This place is not safe. The planet, what is going on is not safe, right? Um, Notice the huge amount of separation that is in your beingness. And when I say your beingness is not only, again, the little part, the 4% that is conscious of you, right? I'm talking about the 96% of vastness of you. Because we're always, the way that the universe works is we're always seeing outside of us the reflection of our inner world. So if we want to see this peace, harmony, love, and oneness outside of us, where do you think we need to go first? Right? Inside. So breathing in. So there's a lot of unconscious energy, and you might feel sleepy, you might yawn, some people burp, however you relieve, it's okay, it's perfect. Keep breathing. I can feel the heart hurting. Keep breathing. So there's a lot coming through the heart. Okay, you can feel a lot of sadness, confusion, disappointment. So keep breathing and keep allowing. We're working that energetically. There's physical pain too, um, but also a lot of emotional pain. So keep breathing in. Beautiful. It's moving, it's opening. Notice what's present within you. Feel free to share. You need to observe, how do you sense yourself? As there are different things showing up right now in your body, keep breathing. You live your life every day. Notice how you speak of your mind. Notice how you relate to your ego. Notice how you relate to your pain, to your sadness, and to your joy. Notice how do you relate to the body, the physical, the vessel. And notice as you just tap into all this connection, if there is dissonance with any, some, or all of them. Feel free to share. So this is the state of what you're seeing outside in the world. Notice that we can keep tapping into the different areas of you, different spaces, like your inner child, your adult self, your soul, right? How do you feel as a human? And whatever comes up first is what is present, right? How you see it, how you relate to that, the disconnection, the rejection even, right? Oh, this humanness. Oh, we're only humans. We're humans after all, messing up, right? That's what, have you noticed that when people say is that, oh, we're human, what they're saying is we're messing up, like this, we're always doing something wrong. So all this unconscious rejection and disconnection, this separation within is what we're seeing outside of ourselves. Does that make sense? So we're gonna start to, I'm gonna invite you to put your hand in one in the heart and the other one in the stomach area. And breathe.
Mm.
And go to the part of you that you feel the most disconnected with, whether that is the mind. That's a very common place where we reject our mind. Our mind is like unconsciously for some, we think the mind is the enemy, right? The one that is wants to do whatever it wants, like it controls us. It controls us, right? Or what that is your ego self or whatever other or your emotional self. There's a lot of disconnection with the emotions that are fully human, or even your human self. Beautiful. So there's energy starting to flow wherever you are going. And we're going to start to dissolve whatever layers you're willing to dissolve around separation, around rejection of self. Keep breathing. I invite you, I can see some of you dropping more in the heart. I invite you to set an intention for oneness. Ask to feel it with every single part of you. Ask to feel it in every single cell of you. Keep breathing. So dissolving, dissolving, dissolving. Permission for everything. All these ideas around the ego, around the self, around being human, around being a soul and body, around magic. Magic is your essence, who you are, truly. Okay, and there's a lot of hang-ups around that. All these ideas, even around love, right? And notice that I said ideas, because love is so much more than that. So all the constrictions right now that are contributing to this space of separation within. Keep breathing. There you go. Keep releasing. I can feel you guys. Anywhere and everywhere, in whatever reality, dimension, timeline, lifetime, universe, whatever you said yes to separation, outside and in, of course. Mm, there you go. I can feel the sacral, the back of the sacral, really moving, shedding something. Keep breathing. We're really dropping more. Keep breathing. Invite you to again, those that are joining, please be fully in your body. The transformation happens deeper, more profoundly and permanently when you choose you to be in your body fully present. The DNA gets to be moved with more ease. Your cells get to be activated as you're releasing illusion. All the stories again, programs. It seems like there's a lot of beliefs right there. Who's feeling it? A lot of beliefs right there, unconscious, conscious, semi-conscious, subconscious. Keep breathing. All the spaces where you are still holding into the illusion of separation from the self, from parts of you. All the spaces where you are very tough with yourself, I'm hearing, where you're very demanding, where you don't give yourself a break, right? Where you're not gentle with yourself. Where you really push yourself so hard that there's no compassion. Unconsciously, of course. And for some, it's conscious. Keep breathing in. Okay, so there's a lot of unconscious energy moving. So you might be feeling sleepy right now. Breathing, feeling more and more in your body. And some other lifetimes are coming through, past lives, if you would, but really in general lifetimes. It's very much in your third eye. What I'm hearing is this idea of separation, that you are you and I'm me and we're not related at all, and whatever happens to me has nothing to do with you, right? So much, I want you to notice so much this sense of separation is present, that when we start to go through things, we think that we're the only one going through it. Have you noticed? Right? Oh, this is happening to me, or I'm feeling this, forgetting that we truly, in reality, we're all one. So if I'm feeling it, everyone is feeling it. The only thing that is different is the perception. The only thing that is different is the perception, because there's the uniqueness, right? But if there's a wave of energy, it's coming for everyone. Keep breathing in. There you go, you guys. I can feel you guys are shedding more and more. Who's feeling it? We're almost ready. We're just, again, as we're peeling, we're creating this container, this space within you to receive truth, to receive the oneness codes. And there's a lot of energy moving. So some of you, when there's a lot of energy moving, some people tend to feel anxious, right? Because the vessel seems tight, stretched. Okay, just keep breathing. And that's why we breathe, right? When there's anxiety, because that means your container, when you breathe, expands, and you can receive more energy. Dropping more in the body. There you go. Dropping more in the body. I can see some brains like to be concerned and worried. Knowing, trying to control. Beautiful. Some of you might be going really deep, and that's okay. If you fade off, if you kind of the space of falling is deep, right? It's nothing but your higher self is taking you deeper. I just saw some images that some of you are getting. So keep breathing in. Again, dissolving. We're ready. We're gonna start to bring in the wellness codes. Okay. And again, just as you are, perfect as you are, as you breathe in, I invite you to be open to receive these wellness codes. We all have them, but in some are dormant, right? Some they have a little bit. And it's like a programming, right? Natural of your beingness. For reawakening what is true in you. And they start to come in as a lot of energy because it's literally downloads to your system. Okay, downloads. And so again, for a lot of people, what I've noticed is with these downloads, this programming, this coding is a lot of energy. So keep breathing. So your vessel, your body starts keeps being wider and wider, so you can receive with ease. So give me a yes if you are ready. Okay, yes, awesome. Thank you. Ready? And keep breathing in. So imagine that you have, yes, Gaia, thank you. Imagine that your vessel is this wide, right? Your vessel, when I say vessel, is your body. So as you're breathing in, I want you to see it a little bit wider, a little bit wider. And we're gonna start to drop, drop, drop. Bring it in. The first energy that is coming is pure love for the self. So this one is gonna sit a lot in your heart center. And again, as more light comes in, more of that density starts to come out. So strong, yes. Yes, so strong. Keep breathing in, keep breathing in. You guys are doing really good. We're gonna, I see the codes of union, union within. Yeah, this one is very strong too. This union within, union of your, all your dimensions, right? You can see right now, feel it in the heart and the solar, your throat, all your dimensions, if you notice, are getting triggered. Receiving these codes of union, union within, and keep hearing union within, divine union, pure love, divine union. And what I'm receiving next is the knowingness. Okay, knowingness, knowing. Okay, so let's get it. Your brain is like the one that needs the most upgrade on this, but also your mental body, your emotional body, this knowingness, right? That no matter what it may seem outside the chaos, right? The disconnection, knowing that we are in the highest timeline, as we just set up that in the beginning of the call, right? We are in the highest timeline available for you and the planet. Beautiful. This knowingness, we're gonna bring it up, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down on the subconscious level. There you go. Keep breathing. And finally, the oneness codes are coming through. There you go. This beautiful energy starting to wrap up everything. Oneness. Going at a cellular level, activating your cells. Activating your DNA memory. activating your soul memory, activating your DNA, the DNA of your soul. Beautiful. Now grounding, 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 connecting to the center of the planet, being fully present in the body, receiving more and more the codes, connecting to your star chakra. And know that these codes already know what they're doing. It's intelligence being downloaded to you. Beautiful. Keep breathing in. So even if you don't know what the star chakra is, the codes know. The energy knows. Another deep breath. There you go, getting very, very present, touching your heart again. We're gonna do a union with this oneness code with the rest of the world. So imagine that from your heart, your pelvic area, right, your sacral and your vision, your six, you're sending this oneness energy, okay, in like the infinite shape. So it goes from heart out to the world. And you can think of a person, the neighbor, a friend, family, and then we're gonna extend it to the neighborhood, the community that you live in. And then we keep extending it to the city that you're in. And then we keep extending it to the country that you're in. And then the planet. There you go. Beautiful. And the universe. Breathe in. Feeling your toes, your fingers, your tummy, your throat. Whenever you're ready, with another deep breath, open your eyes. Welcome back, divine human. Keep breathing in and be aware. And please feel free to share your experience. I'd love to hear how did that go for you.
So I think we have to turn it the other way.
And while you're sharing, just be present, just to be present in your body. It's so easy when we get to sharing, move to the mind, right? This is where you get to practice and anchor this coding. Thank you everyone for joining and participating and saying yes to this.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lizette. That feels so good. I'd love to share.
Please do.
There's a sensation of, like I said, flowers around my head earlier. And, this commitment to growing food, growing plants, and to help the planet. And also at the same time, letting go of, there's this strong sense of, and it's a process for me, but of feeling the necessity to save the world by myself. And so letting go of that more today through this experience that you provided was really helpful. Yeah. And I really loved what you shared at the end. It helped me feel my connection and my ability to, in any like blink of an eye, eyelash movement even, to shift the universe. I was like, oh, I feel that. And so that was a good reminder, and I could viscerally feel it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, it's the magic. Again, thank you for saying this to you guys, because the more you share, right, the more you do in the feel the layers, like you said, like that, you're taking, right? You can feel evolution. Um, are we back? Yeah. We get to feel better.
No feedback.
Then we create this space for truth within, right? To anchor truth. Yes. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing us to this place of feeling oneness, connection to all. Mhm. And will you let everybody know how they can get a hold of you? And maybe share now and then put links in the chat if you have any links.
Yes, yes, yes. Path to Yourself is where you find me, pathtoyourself.com. And across social media, there's the Path to Yourself, the Facebook page. I do have a Facebook group community for visionary leaders. It's called the Quantum Playground for Visionary Leaders, Change Makers, soul leaders. We play a lot in this quantum realm. And mainly, again, the best connection is through pathtoyourself.com. Subscribe to the newsletter. I am always sharing, releasing, and there's a ton of resources right there for you to go through this. To keep peeling the layers and supporting you in becoming who you truly are and creating your vision.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it so much. All right. We are going to